Right, welcome back. Last time, we declared a war on the Mamluks and grabbed some of the provinces that we needed. Specifically, the three I needed for the mission. The Seljuk successors, as well as the three cores that the Dokadirids had that were also Cardvillian cores. So, yay! I also got rid of the rebels up here, finally. Again, they were harmless, but getting rid of them was quite nice to do. Also teched up because 1490 came around and got a new idea group. Though I haven't filled out any ideas yet because I'm still not 100% certain if admin ideas is the best group to grab. But, well, and there's also the fact that corruption can actually go down pretty quickly. So I would like for the tech cost reductions to help out there. No, tech cost. The reductions to power cost from less corruption to help out there. So I'm not sure what direction to go to next. The Ottomans and the Karamanids, thanks to territorial changes, are now completely isolated. I am their only bordering country. There's no, well, outside of, each other. There's no passageway between Nigde and Mersin or Torosla through the Taurus Mountains, so yeah. However, I did generate a bunch of aggressive expansion with recent wars, so for the time being, I'm just going to sit back for a while, convert provinces. Try to get the country under control again. And I do kind of constantly do that. Yeah, we're ready to go. Doesn't mean I'll be going to war with the Dokadirids again, but I'm sure my subjects can handle the Dokadirids one more time. Let's put the conquest focused on Inguru. Let's go. I have a 5-to-1 numerical advantage, so this battle should be super duper easy despite them having an amazingly good general. And it was. I mean, I've got technological quality through the roof. I always make sure to have tech advantage, whenever possible. For that very reason. There, I just need to take out Amasya and... Well, okay, probably shouldn't try that. I should make sure nothing goes wrong up to the north. I'm sure my subjects will be able to handle anything there, while I go ahead and make sure Kirim doesn't cause me any unnecessary problems. Cavalry have an advantage. I have an absolute combat advantage thanks to technology. Let's ensure that the reinforced tick occurs on my territory to maximize the number of troops the army regains before I send them off to, well, sieging stuff down inside enemy territory, which can be dangerous, to say the least. Reasonable. Let's hope he's got actually good legitimacy. Strong claim. Okay. I just hope I don't end up needing a regency, because that would be really bad. Well, Yokiolus is basically dead. Might as well grab everything I can off of the Ottomans. Right, expand the theme system, and the Ottomans are gone. Though it may take a while for them to be gone for good. They only have 3 cores left though, so... They're too isolated. So I can't support them or anything. Guess I'm not the only one that noticed. Keep it light. There are certain provinces that we want, specifically those of Cherkessian culture. Adygean culture. Abazin and Carbadia are eventual targets, but for right now it's kind of iffy whether or not it's actually reasonable to go for them. Everything else is kind of uninteresting at the moment. And there's a reclaim the stuff that was obviously Roman. Well, we all got the territory we wanted. Though I may need to be careful with aggressive expansion. Mamluks, Dudes, Ramazan, Karaman all have over 50, so... Things, and Damascus is just below 50. Going to have to be really careful in the future. Really careful. Sure, why not? I've got a lot of dev. Once again, arrange a strategic marriage. I might go ahead and do a reform to lower the privileges of the nobility. I might. Reducing their tax points would be great. Should also do reforms up here. Yeah, that's at their tax avoidance. And then give them some influence again to mollify them a bit. Alright, there we go. Okay. I'm not going to grab admin tech just yet. Early tercios, land morale plus 0.08, cavalry shock plus 0.3. Cross staffs, global naval engagement width plus 5%. Mace study technology, trade range plus 60. Mace study technology is kind of useless for me because I'm so far ahead. I don't think I can interact. Yeah. The only country where it might be reasonable would be China. Oh, well, better put Korea, but they're so far away. Yeah, and there's hardly anyone over in Europe with this amount of tech level to actually surpass me. Padua seems like one. Republics with their easy, consistent power generation. First, I'm going to grab multiple admin ideas, though I'm going to be careful with the quantity. I want to save as many points as possible, but I do want to ensure that I can take the tech. Duty to protect. Arguably the most important duty of any ruler to their people is that of protection. Scholars might debate to what ills such protection should extend, but there is no arguing that from the dominion of a foreign ruler, it is always owing. Fort maintenance minus 10%. Restrained abuses. There are benefits to debasement and deception, but if they are to be had, people must trust the coinage in the first place. Perhaps there is more to this business than meets the eye. Yearly inflation reduction plus 0.05. Proactive measures. The fact of the matter is that sometimes reacting is not enough. A good ruler must be seen as seizing the initiative whenever possible, both at home and abroad. A light touch might be mistaken for a competence, or worse, indifference. Harsh treatment cost minus 20%. Counseled action. Listen, consult your council, but decide yourself. Louis XIV. Yeah, it's 14. King of France. Indeed, only a fool governs solely on his own counsel. No single eye may see every pitfall. It is in understanding this that makes a ruler wise, and in acting upon it great. Advisor costs minus 20%, possible advisors plus 1. Could definitely afford another idea, while still getting tech. Delegation. Even the strongest rulers require the assistance of others. It might even be said that the strongest are those who make the strengths of their subordinates their own, making best use of their own time by applying the efforts of others better suited to the task. Stability increase in rule minus 10%. Now the question is, can I grab tech? Current cost is 305, and idea cost is 247, so yeah. Theoretically, I can grab the last admin idea, but it's probably not a good idea. Well, I won't be able to do so if I want to grab tech as well. All this reduces the cost of the admin tech somewhat too, though not by a huge amount. Anyway, vested interests. Who benefits from your indecision? Who is hurt by this advice, and who gains by it? Is it your council friends with the governor, or your minister rivals with another? Understanding the complex network of states, relationships, and plans that others have in the game allows you to outplay them and be the better ruler for it. Yearly corruption minus 0.25. This means that the resting point for corruption, state corruption, is reduced by 2.5. Finally, private watchman. Stability cost interval minus 1%. And is a requirement for inventing casual literacy. Well, one of the following requirements. At the very least, it should begin to spread here soon. I just might need a moment to recalculate that. Might. Right. Let's stop right here. So, the Ottomans are now gone. They've been wiped off the map, and they only have 3 cores left. I'm working on that right now. There are Arythnid separatists that are going to potentially cause problems, but, well, they don't go to war, or at least when I go to war, it's somewhere nearby, then it should be fine. You're expanding of your own accord. Oh, you're just an elevated tributary state. You're not really dependent on anyone. Alright. Yeah, Yochiolus is almost entirely gone. They started losing to Nogai Yorta, and then everyone piled on, including my ally Laniji. They grabbed 2 provinces for themselves, and handed over 2 to me. Well, to Cherkessia to be precise. So that's another boost to aggressive expansion that I don't find all that important. There were also 2 subjects released, so that's why Carbadia, well, 2 countries released, which is why Carbadia is now. Yeah. They were released, but Laniji took advantage of that. There's also, well, Ashkahura, that's also here, but they managed to ally at Laniji anyway, so. I mean, my interest in the northern, in the Caucasus are pretty much mostly over, at least the northern half. The southern half, well, I'm gonna have to go for these cores eventually. It would be good to grab all the Armenian provinces anyway. I'm currently waiting for aggressive expansion to decay so that I can take on the Karamanans entirely. A good opportunity has popped up, which I might take advantage of. Might. I mean, there's the issue of the Aretinas. I also just got tech. Well, I do have the requirements for casual literacy to start spreading, with the keyword being start. What happened to the amenities of the province? I'm gonna have to build that up, aren't I? Design, improve infrastructure, amenities to rank 3. Let's get that built up soon, because I'd rather not the population start dying off en masse due to lack of amenities. Last unit must decay away or something? Then a requirement increased or something. I don't know. All I know is I need the birth rate to go up. At least the residents are living good lives. Good enough so that people are immigrating into the city. But I need to build up the city. The more people live here, the more I can focus on getting knowledge production up. The faster... Right, I'm looking for this. Yeah. The faster casual literacy will spread to the city. But there is a bit of room, so I could probably make a small investment into academic. There we go. I also grabbed almost all the admin ideas, so there's just one left. This one that reduces provincial corruption from autonomy, and envoy travel time, and gives me the finisher buff of a reduction in monthly autonomy change, as well as, thanks to the fact that I picked up logistics ideas, the postal service, which, if I drop this improved income from vassals, I can get autonomy even further down. I mean, it's already practically 0 in the capital, right? No, it is not. But that's probably partially to do with overextension. And probably because I anointed the elites again. Yeah, like the nobles. I went ahead and attacked their tax avoidance again. It's almost all the way there. It's just gonna take some time to recover again. And then I can fully tax them to full potential, which will lower their power. I get more money from inheritance tax, from the noble dues, chattels tax. Yeah. State ratio is going up naturally on its own. It's actually gotten to 71%, which is amazing, which means that I could get this reform with a proper amount of bureaucratic influence. So I might actually go ahead and do that once 1505 rolls around, if I remember to do so. It will cost 15 elite loyalty, but minus 0.1 provincial corruption is a massive effect. And a slight reduction to state corruption too. Slight. It's really small, but it's there. Corruption's going down, thankfully. At least state corruption is. Provincial corruption tends to be another story, especially since increasing state reach means that laws is definitely a major factor. However, wages are no longer an issue, which is good. But I'm going to have to look at the various reforms in order to figure out... Well, I need to work through the various reforms in order to further reduce it. I may also start expanding state reach at some point. Expanding the bureaucracy. Certainly we will make it go fast, because government by government. Yeah, why not? Speeding up the increase of state reach will allow me to push through reforms earlier. At the cost of slightly destabilizing the country, but I've got maxed out stability anyway, so... Really my main focus needs to be to get casual literacy to spread. Commercialization still hasn't finished spreading, so that's going to be a cause for concern. Due to, well, there's only so much I can stuff into dev, I can stuff into the capital city. Especially considering that over here there's a lot of dev in Trapezont's old territory. Oh, that is something I forgot. Okay, that's something for next time though. I probably could prepare for it immediately. I just don't have enough time anymore in this session. I guess the Theodoro got its... LNG decided to give them their independence. Well, they're not going to be independent for long, are they? Alright. The vassal states are all loyal. Well, they have it at below 0, so... And relative power is very low. Their army power is about 25%, but their economic power is like 2.3%. Plus, I've got high legitimacy. Which helps. Oh, and Cherkessia wanted to upgrade their title rank to Principality, so... I gave them that. No real reason not to. Got a lot of new territory, and I don't plan on expanding them any further, so they're not likely to become troublesome. Kartvelia is something that might be, because I would like for them to have, because it would be very convenient for me to use them to spread, well, to control the Armenian provinces. Plus they have their own cores to worry about. Including some Armenian cores over here. I don't think they have... I think they only have 2 provinces, yeah. That they don't control and aren't Kartvelebi culture. Which is their primary. Yeah, I'll be using them to gain control of the various Armenian provinces inside the Armenian highlands. The Kilikians... Yeah, that's something I have to deal with myself, probably. Especially since I doubt that they're Turkmen in their culture, so... Well, they've almost certainly accepted it. Yeah, cultural conversion is still happening. And I'd rather that not occur. Okay, them being Turkmenian culture would be more convenient, but still. I do wonder... Oh, wow, this province is converting fast. Probably to Turkmenian culture, though. Yeah, the other Turkmenian culture provinces are probably going to go slower. Well, I don't remember which order exactly I conquered everything. I'm pretty sure this one is a recent addition. Yeah, it has nationalism. I think this is the newest of the provinces that didn't immediately convert back. Or the oldest of the provinces that didn't immediately convert back to Romai culture. So, yeah, 30% culture conversion is about the limit. I've been on some of those provinces for close to a century now. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. But the Romans do have improved cultural conversion. So we might see a much larger stretch of land under the Romai name. Well, I think that province was always Romai culture. This one's converting fast. Again, probably to Romai. Of course, conversion is slow and all that. France is, I think, gone. Nope, nope. They still have a few provinces. They have two down here and one up here. They're not dead yet. Just close. Burgundy's also almost completely disappeared off the map too. Savoy has grown massive. Auvergne is being invaded by Brittany, who's gotten massive as well. Castile hasn't actually grown themselves much. The Dutch have, yeah, normal HRE levels of border war going on. They got all but one province of Friesland. Oh, I say Burgundy's wiped off the map. They're wiped out, almost wiped out France. They still have managed to beat up Sweden again. And grabbed even more territory. Wow. They're doing good work there. But yeah, Yochiolus is likely to disappear off the map permanently. But I've gone on long enough. I'll see you again next time, where we finally grab the entirety of Crimea. Until then, bye.